Happy Thursday, everybody. Big show today. Dale here is extremely hungover. He made some bad decisions, and his bald head is shining like no other. It's awesome. Dale, how we doing today?
I'm hurt a little bit, dude. I'm hurt. How are you?
Did you go out? So you can't go to the bars. Did you
I
play some
didn't
pool
go
last
out.
night?
No,
What'd you do?
so I've been following social distancing pretty good.
Good,
I
good.
haven't been like around groups of people or whatever, but I mean I'm back home. I've got to see my brothers.
Nice.
So my two best friends came over and we shot hoops last night at my parents' house. We stayed outside. We all had our own balls. It's okay. But yeah, then we just kind of sat around and got drunk and rolled a couple doobies up and had a good time. It felt nice to it felt normal, which is the first time I can say anything's felt normal in my life. Dude.
Okay, look, infidelity is no joke, but I want to say this. We're leading on with this. Earl Thomas last night, apparently last month, here's the
Yeah,
story.
last month.
So about a month ago, he was having a dispute with his wife, Nina Thomas, and they have a couple kids. So I guess there was a problem that Earl was battling with drinking, and I'm not making fun of that at all, but apparently it raised an issue for Nina to the point where some not so nice things were said, and he basically stormed off. And his brother, Seth Thomas, came and picked him up. Well, here's where it gets really interesting. Here's the headline. I wrote about this on my blog, galvezgageonsports.com. Earl Thomas was held at gunpoint yesterday by his wife for allegedly cheating on her. And the reason and how she found out was because of Snapchat. I mean, this is so 2020. So
Crazy.
backtrack again. So they had this huge fight. It's over his drinking. He storms off. His brother picks him up, and then they go into an Airbnb, and they are getting down with some mistress. And here's the thing. The brother tag team. He took Eskimo Brothers to like light. It is a real thing. You joke about that with your buddies in college saying, oh, we nailed the same girl, Eskimo Bros. He did the same thing in real life. So Nina, that poor woman, finds out by hacking Earl Thomas's Snapchat and goes on and sees a video. I mean, she went full Anita Van Buren on Law and Order, completely just did all of the evidence searching, and unfortunately stumbled across a video of him with another woman.
Dude.
So she goes and gets a 9mm Beretta and gets her two homies and says, hey, let's go bust this down. So they track Earl down on Snapchat because you could identify where like people's locations are at. They go into the Airbnb, and there, lo and behold, is Earl and Seth Thomas naked with another woman who's also naked and is out at gunpoint. And apparently there was a report where the safety was not on, and I think there was a loaded chamber. Dale, what do you think about this?
Bitches are crazy, dude. Oh my God. This is like the wildest thing. If you're Earl Thomas, can you imagine like just being the figure that you are and then tag teaming and having the story come out
with your brother? And then he releases the video. Here's the video right now.
That I'm going to be on TMZ tomorrow from an altercation that happened with me and Nina. So just wanted to get ahead of it. And I mean, it's really not anybody's business. It's pissing me off that it got out, but it's the world we live in today. But instead of talking about us, just keep us in y'all prayers. And stuff like this happens, bro. You know, we try to live the best lives we possibly can.
And then he says stuff happens. Infidelity doesn't just happen.
No. That's like, this is an extreme situation. This isn't just your everyday cheating scandal.
Like not like the TV wasn't broken, a window wasn't busted. Like she is holding a loaded weapon. I mean,
Right.
She could have killed him. And like biggest thing, most important thing, safety. No one was hurt. And at like 3:41 in the morning, TMZ reported this and has like an in-depth like analysis. Apparently around like almost 4 a.m., she was like wielding a knife as well, had a gun, was chasing him around a car. A cop came, they kind of detained everybody, and everyone cooperated. No one was hurt, thank God. But the fact that this could have been way worse, I mean, my man, and then he says in the video that, stuff happens. Like, I didn't want this to get out. Well, how about you not do that?
Yeah, this isn't just a stuff happens situation. This is going to follow you the rest of your life, Earl. I don't care what locker room you walk in until you are done playing in the NFL. You are getting roasted about this.
And then think if I'm a fan, like if I'm a Browns fan, like you, if I'm a Steelers fan, if I'm going to when we're allowed to go back to the stadiums, I am making a post for this as stuff happens. I mean, he is not. You're right. He is not going to hear the end of this.
This isn't something that's going to go away.
No, it's not. And like the fact that he completely. I mean, the entire world knows. And
oh yeah.
Again, safety, the biggest prerogative here. No one was hurt, but man, she goes in there, guns blazing, literally holds him at gunpoint. And look, I feel for Nina and I feel for the kids. That's unfair for her, and it's a really shitty situation. But man, that sounds like a script off of a movie, like a Todd Phillips or a Judd Apatow movie.
Will, we've talked about this. Athletes cannot contain themselves right now. It makes no sense. It's quarantine. You're the only news. The only news is Earl Thomas being held at gunpoint right now.
It's the number one thing that's leading talk shows right now. And you got to think those people on ESPN and all like the higher ups, they are saying, wow, this is really what we have to lead off today's shows with.
Right. So, Will, as a personal opinion, would you rather be held at gunpoint while you're in bed naked with your brother and a mistress, or would you rather let Mike Tyson beat the fuck out of you for $1 million?
I might do Mike Tyson.
Ooh, dude. So
they're both shitty situations, but Mike Tyson's in the news. Why?
So I've been seeing some articles. There's some companies that are offering Tyson some big money to put on a exhibition fight. One report I saw said that a company offered him $20 million to bare knuckle brawl with an opponent of his choosing. And then I saw another report that said a rugby company is offering Tyson $1 million to fight like a rugby player in Australia. Bro, I watched the Tyson training video. I want no part of that.
I saw it too, and I love the salt and pepper look that he's going with his beard. I think it's way better than my hideous mustache at this point. Yeah. But for someone as legendary as Mike Tyson, that's a lot of dough. And think about it. He's what, 53?
Yeah.
I think he has suffered from an immense amount of head trauma. I think he maybe has CTE, and I would never want to jeopardize his safety. But man, boxers and fighters in MMA, I'll say this, they're just wired differently, right? I mean, you have to be a certified lunatic to go and get paid professionally in a ring to go and almost kill someone. I mean, you're literally fighting each other for money. And it's sheer entertainment, but there is a consequence. In terms of seeing Tyson, look, similar to Michael Jordan, he was, his prime was well before we were alive. So he's like a YouTube highlight for me. But seeing it and seeing those videos, he looks better. I mean, he looks just as good now. I mean, can you see, look at the hand speed that he has. Dude. Look at, the awareness. It's not like he's stepped off.
No,
those hands are stamina-wise. Yes. Can you imagine catching, a right hook from him?
I don't want to imagine.
I don't want to either.
Dead. I would be dead. He would murder me with one bright hook.
You would be like Alan on The Hangover when they steal the tiger and they're in the hotel room and they knock him out.
Alan got up. I don't think I'd get up. I genuinely think he'd kill me.
I just, so for him to fight the rugby player or to fight another boxer, but bare knuckles. Now, keep in mind, bare knuckles compared to boxing gloves, huge difference. Right. And, I mean, talk about the impact of not only a boxing glove, but imagine his fist, and he has big-ass hands.
Right.
Connecting, with flesh on you or whatever. Would you want to watch it?
Oh, I'd watch it 100%. But I would also praying hard for whoever is fighting against him.
But what if it's a younger guy?
I don't think it matters.
Really?
Dude.
So you're a betting guy. So I'll give you this. So I give you Mike Tyson or the Field.
It just depends. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Mike Tyson's going to go beat a heavyweight champ in today's world. No,
he's not going to go. Talking about a 25 to 28, 29-year-old, maybe even a 30-year-old. Someone maybe a mid-tier fighter Or I mean, apparently rugby. I mean, they are starving for content. They're going to send one of their
Yeah.
rugby players out.
So my opinion on like the Tyson thing, dude, especially watching these videos, I watch a decent amount of like MMA videos and fighting videos. I like
And
watching that kind
porn.
of stuff, especially right
That
now.
too. Okay.
But the Tyson accuracy and the Tyson punches and the workouts that I've been seeing,
Mhm.
like, I don't think it matters. I think he has the capability to beat a mid-tier fighter still. He's so psychotically
53.
different. Dude, he's so different. Look at those punches.
I know,
feel like
but I just don't.
one
I think I would
connection.
I think I would. It takes one. I think I would take the field though. I really do. I just
Yeah, I
feel
don't know.
that-
I'd have to
he
see
is-
what Vegas says.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up. I feel
Yeah.
like he has gone through so much, and to not fight that long in a street fight, yes, he would kick the shit out of anybody. But
Right.
in a bare knuckle match, when someone can train and they can study his tape and his weaknesses and his deficiencies, now you have my attention. So
Right.
we'll keep a close eye on that. Maybe even possibly bet on it because
I would bet on it for sure.
we know you would bet on it.
Yeah.
So I like it. We're gonna stay tuned with it.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
I'll let you get some rest. I know you had a long night.
Some rest. I'm gonna go play 18, boy.
Well, enjoy that. Earl Thomas is my sack of the week. Check it out.
Yeah, go
Galvez
read it. Great article. I read
Sports.
it this morning.
And Josh, I will see you tomorrow.
Sounds good, Will.